hate all our songs. I can't stand any of them. No, I don't know. I was really proud of Iris when I did it because it was a breakthrough for me as far as like being able to complete a thought. You know, I was having a lot of trouble writing the last record, and you know, I said I'm gonna finish a song no matter what, and then I did. You know, and I was like, if it sucks, it sucks. If it's great, who cares? You know, great. Be able to, you know, and you get popular, and you know, you're doing okay. You're making a few bucks and stuff to sort of try and do the right thing a little bit. You know, it makes it feel. I don't feel so guilty for you know, doing well. You know, if you have the power to do the right thing occasionally, it's good for you.
Right now, I want to get back to the States in a couple days and get ready, make sure we're ready for this next trip. You know, we're going to finish touring. We'll probably finish sometime around the new year, and assuming the master computer doesn't crash everything we know on Earth, then we'll probably go out and do a few more shows and start writing another record, I guess.
Yeah. You know what? I just always wrote what I wrote, and I never really tried to attach an outcome to the piece of music, you know? Like, oh, well, this song's going to be a huge hit, you know, or I'm going to try and write a huge hit. I can't do that, you know? I mean, it's always like, you know, whether a song is going to be a hit or not is always like buying lottery tickets, you know? I mean, I wrote a lot of hit songs, it's just nobody ever heard them, you know? So. The concept for Iris. Well, it was sort of, I don't know what the concept for it was. I mean, we did it for a movie, so it was kind of...
Sort of to latch on the movie and get it played on TV.
Yeah.
That was sort of the concept.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, Nancy Bardowell, the woman that did the video, did a really nice job with it. And it was actually really nicely shot. I think that's what they were just looking for, because they had to use movie clips. What we wanted to do was because we had to use movie clips, we wanted to sort of tie it together in a way where it didn't look like a commercial for the movie. And that was really the concept for it. And so she came up with this idea of the telescopes, kind of watching everything, you know, which was sort of like what the angels in the movie were doing. So
I guess just this record's just a couple years older. You know, it's us a couple years older than the one prior to that. And you can keep following that equation backwards, you know. You know, the first one came out in about 86, and
you know, we were 21, 22 years old at that time. I mean, you know, now we're
not.
You know, 33. I'm 33, he's 39. You know, so
39.
So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you change, you know, your music changes.
I don't know, we come up with different ways, I think. Spent a lot of time reading, spent a lot of time just giving each other space, I think, but there's, you know, touring is weird.
A lot of giving each other a hard time.
Yeah, we're giving each other a hard time, which, you know, today was my day for getting the abuse. You have to sort of, you know, give it around. But, no, I don't know. It's, there's a lot of downtime. I mean, sometimes it gets tough because you're away from home for so long. But at the same time, it's, you know, you get to see the world, and you get to play at a lot of different places, and it's always fun to do that. So, I don't know. It seems like a long time when you're doing it, and then a year and a half down the road when you're done, it seems like it didn't, like you weren't touring very long. So.
Situation, I'm just like, well, you know, we should just stick around and try to be as relevant as possible, and just bow out gracefully when we are irrelevant.
I think more bands need to learn that lesson. When they become irrelevant, just stop. Hopefully we'll be smart enough to realize when that time is.